Welcome to Keith and the Girl. I'm Keith Malley.
I'm Chemda.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for sharing the show. That's the big deal. You know how this works. Thanks for clicking any button in front of you on whatever platform you're listening to right now. All right. I opened up the newspaper today, Chemda. First thing I see that catches my eye, a dog mauled a girl. Little girl, she will literally, 6 years old, she will literally never be able to smile again. She was mauled so disturbingly. Guess the dog.
No, you're so annoying with these. I know it's a pit
I'm
bull.
annoying, not the pit bulls. I'm annoying.
Yes, I'm sure it's a pit bull. You don't like pit bulls. But you know, when we were growing up, it was a Rottweiler. Do you remember Rottweilers?
Yeah, I'm not fans of either. If it wasn't a pit bull, you know it'd be a Rottweiler. Why do people have these fucking dogs?
Because they are the best looking and they're the most dog looking. And it's probably because they're closest to the wolf, which is probably why they're tearing us apart, because they still have some semblance of independence that they find every here and again. And they realize, like, wait, what? I got to sit because you pick up my poo? My poo goes anywhere. And then they just get angry.
Why not have a lion? Why not have a tiger? You saw people, everybody creams over that Tiger King, right? Those little baby tigers, they love it. Why not? Where's it fucking end? These things, and it doesn't matter what came first, the chicken or the egg, the owner or the dog. The dog is what the dog is, and there's going to be fucking troubles.
I think it matters. I think when this makes its way to the news, because I know other dogs have done something to children, because a 6-year-old doesn't need a pit bull or a Rottweiler to bite that person. A 6-year-old can have a little dog bite it and it's fucked up for life. You know, it's not, it's a 6-year-old body. It's tiny.
But the other dogs don't do that.
I think other dogs do. I think when a pit bull does it, it makes its way to the news. I think.
Who do you think the editor is? A Maltese?
I think every time it's a pit bull or whatever animal, let's check on the owner and see how angry the owner becomes. Put it in the same scenario and see if it bites. And by it, I mean the human being.
A 6-year-old Maine girl's face was mauled by a pit bull in an attack that caused such profound injury she won't be able to smile again. Lily Norton needed 1,000 stitches to close wounds extended from under her eyes to the top of her throat. Was flown to Boston for emergency surgery. Her salivary glands, salivary, some kind of gland she had. She doesn't have them now, so it doesn't matter what they're called. They're not working, and the doctor said she won't be able to smile again. Muscles are too damaged. She'll be sedated for at least a week to prevent her from scratching her face.
Don't move to a walking city when you become older, because people are going to tell you to smile.
Lily was at a friend's house when the friend's mother was dog sitting the pit bull. When the friend and the mother were out of the room, the dog attacked the girl.
The friend and the mother were out of the room. So the 6-year-old was alone with a pit bull.
Yes.
And the pit bull just attacked?
And the pit bull just attacked. Didn't like the girl's jokes, I guess.
Wow.
These pit bulls, they don't mind. And I just want people to know what's going on out there, because people don't seem to.
Mimi Cherry saying there was a TikTok about a family where the little girl's face needed surgery because the family dog bit her when she was younger. Family kept the dog. And he's like a little terrier-like dog. But the family kept the dog? No.
Well, it's not the animal's faults. They're agreeing with you. They're like, look, if it's anything, I need to go to counseling. Let's keep the dog, and I'll learn how to be a better owner.
You know what? It's fine that it's not the dog's fault, and it's fine that it's not the dog's fault and not living with you anymore.
Yeah, I think people do think like I'm racist towards pit bulls and Rottweilers, and that's because I am. We just need a different word. But I mean, these things lock onto you like a fucking shark.
Yeah, I will give you that. Ryan V is saying pit bull bites fucking hurt.
He said he was just walking down the street. What did he say right before that?
I was just walking down the street and one attacked me.
Yes.
Yikes. And
there you go. Scary shit.
She's chiming back in. Folks were not given much to the GoFundMe, probably because they kept the dog.
I would say
That's
so.
interesting. So there's a GoFundMe for a child's face, but if you even buy a little bit of dog food with that, I can't even take that risk. No.
Well, it's been a while since I warned the listeners about these dogs. Keep it in mind. You see a pit bull, other side of the fucking street.
Oh my God. Ryan V said he had to pistol whip it. You had a pistol?
Thank
Let me
God.
tell you what I want to do. You don't have to whip it. You can shoot a dog when it's attacking you.
That's what I would think. You see a pit bull, you shoot it. Hunter's right. Too much.
What?
A Brooklyn man is wanted for opening fire on a strap hanger. That's a fancy word for a person on a subway. During a fight on a Manhattan subway train, he was a comedian that shot a gun. A comedian shot somebody in Times Square. Marcos Cofresi.
I don't know who Marcos Cofresi is, but what does that have to do with the subway? What was that?
He shot somebody that was on the subway.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Marcos Cofresi, 30. Also performs under the name Leo, and Leonardo Confessi was on the bill at LOL Comedy Lounge on West 46th Street.
LOL says a lot.
The Bushwick resident blasted, says the paper, a 34-year-old man in the stomach and forearm last month while they rode a southbound N train. Cofresi and a female companion were fighting with the victim just after 1 a.m. as the train pulled into the Canal Street and Broadway station when the comic opened fire. Now, I heard about this guy, and I heard a story where he bombed on stage. Apparently, he isn't very funny at all.
That's why I don't like that they called him a comedian.
Right.
What makes him a comedian?
You show up. It's like porn star. So he goes on stage. Terrible bombs, you know. I know we named him a shooter and everything. I just mean he sucked. And then the comic after him. No, here's what happened. Sorry. A person, unrelated, a random comic, went on stage, sucked. This other guy happens to suck too. But anyway, went on stage, sucked. Somebody else came after and went something to the effect of, all right, well, that sucked, didn't it? And then afterwards, the first guy said to the second guy, you know what? You just fucked up, and I'm gonna have my friend shoot you. Then this guy that we're talking about, Leo, that night came with a mask over his face, a ski mask, pointed the gun to him and said, watch how you talk to people. And the guy's like, Leo? He's like, yeah, don't fuck around again, and left.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Wait, in LOL?
Yes.
Okay. Do we
or
know the
outside
comedians?
it, but yeah.
Do we know the other comedians that
I
you're
don't.
talking about?
No,
Okay.
I don't. Wow. The victim was taken to Bellevue Hospital in stable condition, so we don't know what set it off on the subway. The funny man.
You're right. That's a negative.
That's a zing. The
Yeah.
funny man has 2 prior arrests for criminal possession of marijuana and fare evasion. And jumping the turnstile. Remember when
fare evasion? I thought you said fear of Asian. I'm like,
fare evasions he has.
Okay. Well, when COVID first hit, Asians were getting some shit. So I don't know.
On TikTok, here's an example of his comedy. He said, remember when people wanted to get rid of cops? Remember that like a year ago? Well, what are you going to do? I'm just going to rob you. You, sir, in the front, you look very robbable. Are you a fighter? Why do you want to get rid of cops? The guy says, I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. Yeah? Well, you're a victim. We're going to rob you, dog. And then he laughs. So he's bad news. Supposedly, he was in a gang. His bio says Leo Confresi is a Dominican ex-gang member.
Oh, it's Dominican Independence Day today. This is the worst.
Are they legally allowed to get him today?
On
stage.
They might have to wait until tomorrow.
So like the comedians, they rate their own bios, of course. Leo is a Dominican ex-gang member. Like, I gotta see that. Is that a draw? On stage, he has a devil's advocate style with goofy and observational jokes. You can see him on Game Theory on HBO. And I talked to Rod today, and they reached out, like, generally to comics in the area, like, hey, do you want to stop by and we'll do some funny stuff about sports? And he happened to be one of them. So now in his bio, he says he's on Game Theory.
Oh, and of course, we're talking about Rod Morrow, who is a writer
Yes.
for Game Theory with Bomani Jones on HBO, and you should totally stream it, watch it, however you can watch HBO.
At least check out the Jake Paul episode. That's where the man on the street thing happens.
Damn.
Why would you want to get rid of cops? I'm going to rob you. The distinctive face covering that he had, it was a mask. He had a mask on, and it was like the skull. So the nose and under, like people are wearing masks, and a skull. Police are thinking it started with a "what are you looking at" argument. I don't know how they're guessing that, but they did. A doorman at the LOL Comedy Lounge said that the comic was a good guy, quote, going through a lot of problems, depression, and he was on medication. So there's a lot going on right now. It's not easy to stand up.
This is a good guy that's going through a lot.
He's a good guy going through a lot.
I would say a lot of criminals are a good guy going through a lot. Just, he wants other people. He's meeting everybody where he is. I'm going through a lot. Now you are too.
Did they say what the guy did, or did he think the newspaper was just asking random questions about comics? What's this guy like? I'm writing for the paper. Oh, he's a good guy. He's going through a lot, if you must know about.
Right.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, but also, like, what would that person say? This guy... Oh, right. He's probably just going to jail.
I see here that the Dilbert comic is going to be taken out of a lot of newspapers. Is
he being canceled?
He's being. That's what he's saying. He's saying,
Did
I'm being
Dilbert
canceled.
take his dick out?
Media companies across the country, including the Daily News, where I'm reading this from, will no longer carry the cartoon Dilbert after the strip's creator, Scott Adams, went on a racially charged rant telling people to, quote, get the hell away from black people.
Worth it.
It's just his opinion. Like I was hearing this guy's like a right-wing weirdo, and I know he's off-putting. I never really looked into it, but I did. This did catch my eye. The USA Today Network, the Los Angeles Times, and the Washington Post are among the many papers that announced over the weekend that Dilbert would no longer run in their pages. Scott Adams made racist comments in a live YouTube live stream. His offensive remarks are rejected by the Times. The comics pages should be a place where our readers can engage with societal issues, reflect on human conditions, and enjoy a few laughs. That's a lot to put on Beetle Bailey, but all right. Adams reportedly said black people constituted a hate group and suggested white people should, quote, get the fuck away from them. This is CNN.
Nearly half of all blacks are not okay with white people. That's a hate group.
That's him.
That was the comment that may have ended Scott Adams' newspaper career. The Dilbert creator referencing a poll from the conservative firm Rasmussen Reports that indicated 53% of black Americans agree with the statement, it's okay to be white, leaving the other 47% to say they disagree or aren't sure. The Anti-Defamation League has noted that phrase has a long history in the white supremacist movement.
The best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people.
He continued to double down throughout his show. The Washington Post, Los Angeles Times, and USA Today among the hundreds of newspapers that denounced Adams and quickly pulled Dilbert. USA Today newspaper CEO Mike Reed.
It was frankly an easy decision. We found the remarks, hateful, hurtful, and they just crossed the line.
But not everyone agrees. Twitter CEO Elon Musk coming to Adams' defense, tweeting, the media is racist. Adams has since tweeted that he was only advising people to avoid hate and suggests that the cancellation of his cartoon signals that free speech in America is under assault.
We believe in free speech. We believe in creating a place for different points of view. But there's a line that gets crossed where things become racism. And that's not an area we choose to traffic in or participate in.
Yeah, it's interesting, I guess, to even say something to it. I don't think it makes any sense, said the creator of Dilbert. As a white citizen of America, to try to help black citizens anymore, it doesn't seem like it pays off.
Wait, this is in response to what he was trying to do with
No,
his
he was
original?
saying that also. He was saying, hey, black people, apparently they don't like us. Let's all stay away from black people and let's not help them because that doesn't seem to pay off.
Okay, his first statement came from some sort of polling that black people don't like white people?
Apparently there was some conservative website that put out a poll saying, hey, black people, are white people okay? Like, what the fuck could that mean anyway? But the creator of Dilbert was jumping on it, going, look at this. Well,
I
they don't like us, then we don't like them.
First of all, who cares if black people don't like white people? Okay. Women don't like men. I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's, you might have a little itch about it. Fine. But what he said is, white people shouldn't help black people anymore because they don't like them.
Yes. I don't think it makes any sense as white citizens of America to try to help black citizens anymore.
This is so silly. This is silly. That initial poll, who gives a shit? So what? Who cares who likes people and who doesn't like people? It's how we react to people anyway, right? So he can say that and then he can have his opinion, but this seems so stupid. It feels like it feels like he didn't really say that much, but he has some racism that he's trying to get out in what he thinks is a fair and reasonable way because he has to say something.
Right.
But I don't know. And Ryan V is saying, what does help mean? Yeah, this doesn't make sense.
It doesn't sound good, though.
It doesn't sound good, but I don't know what to jump on. It's so stupid.
Here I have, I want to read some email, Chemda. Keith, Chemda, holy shit.
Oh.
Me and my dad found out that we both listened to Keith and the Girls separately. And we haven't kept in touch other than superficial hellos because, well, we're men, goddammit.
Ha.
But easily once a week, we now discuss the world of Keith and the Girl. Easily an hour call every day. No. Easily an hour every call. All right.
Oh.
Right now, the majority is about keithandthegirl.com/dad. Who we love the Giles.
Oh, hi, Giles. Oh, yeah, we could be talking points for your parents. They don't have to be disappointed in you anymore. They could be disappointed in us.
Right. Be disappointed with other families. It brings you together. I've had a roommate or two where we didn't really get along. Then we had another roommate and both hated them together. And that got us closer.
Right.
So there you go. Hate my dad with me. Dear Keith and the Girls, says Brett, I love your Reddit posts. Have you seen this section, r/advice? Holy shit, I thought Am I the Assholes were insane. Enjoy, Brett. I did look at this. If you think there's hope in the world, don't look at this. It really is another example of the whole planet being stupid. I'll read a couple to you. I think my neighbors poisoned my wife and I is the subject.
Okay.
They would like advice. We just moved into the neighborhood a few months back. We completely renovated our house ourselves last fall, and the neighbors next door were super nosy and odd. We stayed nice until we caught the husband looking into our windows. His excuse was he's a contractor and wanted to see what we've done with the home. A week later, while we were working on the home, we walked right in our house. We walked, but I guess it means he. We walked right in our house without asking. I stated it made my wife uncomfortable and not to do it again. A few weeks later, I put a privacy wooden fence up and caught him walking in our backyard. I also heard his wife tell him, quote, how am I supposed to look into their yard now?
Come on.
Could that be true?
Come on.
Once we moved in completely, she came by the back door and knocked and said, my husband always gets to come in, and why hasn't she yet? What? Once we moved in completely, she came by the back door and knocked and said, my husband always gets to come in, and why hasn't she yet? Like your husband comes in without asking. Is this making sense to you?
Yeah, the wife came by and was like, how come my husband always gets to come by? How about me? And they were like, well, your husband just comes by like a weirdo.
Months later after work, last Thursday, her daughter, 8 years old, knocked on the door and had 2 cookies on a plate for us while her mom looking through the window smiling as I took them. My wife got home and I had half a piece and didn't like the flavor, as did my wife. The next morn, 4 a.m., my wife wakes up puking multiple times and having diarrhea. I also did around 10 a.m. that morning. Now my wife has had black stool and upper abdomen pain since. Should we be concerned?
Yes.
No.
What?
Nah, you don't. I mean, the hospitals are filled as it is.
What are they going to do? Have you poop in front of them?
They were very clear they would poison us, and they did. Is this of concern?
Who shows up with 2 cookies unless there's weed in them?
Right.
Who? You don't, first of all, like 2 cookies, that's suspect. Okay. Honestly, unless it's drug filled and then, that's a healthy dose. But 2 cookies?
Yeah.
Are they giant? Are they from Levain? Levain cookies are the shit. You can give people 2 cookies.
How would you eat? How would you eat? If somebody gave me 2 cookies, I would not eat one.
But you wouldn't eat any or?
None.
If somebody walked into my house repeatedly and then gave me cookies, those particular cookies would go into the garbage. Are they homemade cookies and gave you 2?
If somebody said,
wait, on what? On a paper plate separately? 1 cookie on each plate?
They said, can I watch you eat it? Because I can't look into your house anymore. Right. How stupid. I'm throwing up and vomiting. All right, let me Google. Oh, what's it say? Well, I don't know, honey. I have to wait until they respond back. I said, you're throwing up and dying, and these people are psychopaths, and they look into our house and walk in on their own.
You only ate half a cookie. Take the rest to the hospital with you.
Right.
They have tests there.
I hope somebody advised them. All right, here's another one. This is ridiculous. Wife and I... Jesus Christ. Who is it? Brett? Thank you, Brett. Holy hell. Wife and I decided to divorce. It's not been a week and she's already staying up talking and laughing with her new friend. We're still living together until I can save enough money to get my own apartment. Should I be upset?
You could be upset. Do you wanna?
Get the fuck out. You should have made a friend by now. You didn't. So it's your fault, this divorce.
Yeah. Oh, I just heard a loud yes from
Yeah, of course. Get the fuck out. Because it seems to be the problem. You don't have enough money yet. Then you stay on someone's couch until you get your next paycheck. And that's it. Should I be upset? And by the way, how do divorces work? Where it's like, everything was great. We divorced Friday. Saturday, she's talking to somebody. Where'd she find the time? No, it's what led to the divorce, you fucking idiot.
Of course, but should you be upset? Yeah, the whole thing is upsetting. Everything she does will be upsetting. Don't worry about her new friend. Go outside, make friends. It's okay that you're not sleeping on someone else's couch. That is your home. She could also leave, but you're choosing to stay there. I understand it. It's very, very difficult, and divorce takes a long ass fucking minute, but try not to be upset. There's so many other things to be upset over.
I'll tell you what my dad did, and I had a roommate that did this too, and it's infuriating if you want to try this. When you're reading the newspaper or watching TV, laugh out loud to yourself until somebody shows interest. And they go, oh, this? In fact, do it on the phone. Not to anybody, of course, because no one will do it with you. But you are the funniest guy ever. This is the funniest conversation I've ever had. And you're a woman, I meant. Okay. Talk to you later. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. Try that.
Yep.
Taste of our own medicine.
Start being passive aggressive and escalate the situation. Sounds like rent is going to be fun.
On one hand, I know we're getting divorced, but I feel like it's disrespectful to be already starting a new relationship. It's only been 6 days.
Okay.
And with the quickness of this new friendship of hers, I can't help but wonder if she was talking to this guy prior to us deciding to get divorced. No. Am I in the wrong here? In that you're not smart. You're definitely wrong here. Now, how? That's up to you.
Yeah, something's been going on. You guys have been over each other for a while. I mean, think about it this way. To you, if somebody was talking to you right now, in a sexual or romantic way, would you be like, no, this is disrespectful for my soon-to-be ex-wife? Probably not. You're living your life. Go ahead and live it.
I'm an 18-year-old boy. This is a new one. And a random group of 13-year-old girls made fun of me.
Oh.
Okay, look.
Wait, this person's 18?
18. Now,
Male,
I know
female,
it's a
doesn't
baby, but you can go to war.
No, 13-year-olds, walk away.
What? No, I don't mean kill the 13-year-olds, Chemda. I mean, you're old enough to go to war.
Oh,
how are you this stupid?
I see.
Yeah, I didn't mean shoot them.
I thought you meant like, yeah. I thought you meant like start being defensive.
You start a battle of wits with these cunts. I'm an 18-year-old boy, and a random group of 13-year-old girls made fun of me.
Oh.
So I'm a boy, 18 years old, and not long ago I was walking on the street with my headphones in when a group of girls who I had never met before that looked about 13 stopped me to say, "Hi, can you hear us? Can you hear us? And how old are you?" Which I thought was surprising, as I had never seen these girls before, and I responded with, "Yeah, I'm fine." And they asked a few more questions until they said bye, waved, and walked past me. However, as they walked past me, they started to make fun of my voice while giggling and mimicking me, saying, "Yeah, I'm fine," in a silly low voice.
Oh.
I've had similar things that happen to me like this as well. One time, two girls, also around 13 years of age, did a similar thing. One of them started looking at me and giggling, and then getting her friend's attention to look at me. And both of them started giggling and whispering and looking straight at me, which made me feel very self-conscious. What should I do if it happens again?
Why do you stand out so much?
I don't know.
I'm curious why a person stands out so much that every 13-year-old has to comment. Or 13-year-olds will comment on everything they see, and they don't know how to comment yet. So they're just going to make fun of it.
So you got to be covert, follow one of them home, trip them up their own steps.
But trip them on the way up the stairs.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
funnier.
Humiliating.
Yeah.
And then go, when they go, "Ow, shit," go, "Ow, shit." And then point, giggle.
What would you do?
I'd kill them. 18's
I
not
also
really an
think-
adult.
I caught this also. Sean, I think, has a point. Self-identifying as an 18-year-old boy seems telling. Like, I get you just turned into an adult. I mean, this is coming from Keith and the girl. I started the show as an adult. But describing yourself as I'm a boy and these 13-year-olds are making fun of me. Oof.
You think like he's mentally challenged?
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't think so because no, but he's challenged in a way.
He's challenged somehow, sure.
He seems new to the world. Is this are you always alone as an 18-year-old boy roaming around? Are you like how are 13-year-old girls even talking to you? Either you're so hot and they're losing their minds around you and you don't even notice, and then your voice or what you have to talk about contradicts what they thought about you, or I don't know, you have a second head growing out of your chin. I don't know.
P.S. I just left my parents' igloo. Thank you. Huh. All right. Okay, here's another one. I think I'm losing faith in this world, and I didn't even have any. I think I am getting groomed? ? Context. Well, good, because I didn't think that is at the end. No, there's context. So I'm a teenager, and I go to a secondhand sale every Sunday. There is a man, think around 70, whom is constantly giving. There should be a way to check all these people's ages that they're making up. I wonder if they're even close.
Right, maybe the 80 is 35.
There's a man, think around 70, whom was constantly giving me free items there. It wasn't that weird until the comments came. He would ask me different questions, some of which I felt quite uncomfortable answering.
Damn.
The worst, however, was this Sunday. I came late, half hour before it closed, and he asked me for my phone number so he could wake me up at 5 every morning. Then he winked at me.
Ew.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Oh, it's exactly how you feel about it. Icky.
I know he has been flirting with me for a while now. Think before I became a teenager.
Ew.
Okay, I will. I do not know this man personally, and my parents do not know him. He had paid for a couple of items for me when I do not have the money on previous times. How does that even happen, though, too? You know? Like, oh, you're looking at that?
You
know?
Maybe she got to the register and then...
And was like, oh, caramba, what do I got? Nothing. Anybody? I went back last Sunday after a period I had not attended due to him hugging and trying to kiss me. I have a lot of anxiety and want to know, am I just paranoid? Please help. Any advice will be welcome.
Well, think about, here's the way to think about it. Now think about your father going into the store. And think if that 70-year-old wants to buy his shirt when he doesn't have enough money. Then think about your father when he tried to kiss and hug you. Think about him doing that to your dad and see if that works out.
I think this is just my anxiety, but the comments are leaning towards that not being the case. My sister is the one whom thinks I am being groomed, so she told me to post here for advice. A bit more background. He has tried to kiss me twice, although being told no repeatedly. He has hugged me, but touched my breast, and when I tried to push him off, he squeezed them. Just a little bonus. He had tried pickup lines on me and asked me for my phone number a few times. I am uncomfortable, but think anxiety is the main factor here, and maybe I'm getting in his way. I mean, he did buy me things, so I think I should be grateful, but my friends and sister think I'm being groomed. What should I do? I do not think I am in danger. I simply just think he is lonely.
Oh, my God. Tell him to go fuck himself and see if you're still being groomed, because I think you still will be.
Yes.
Also, groomed? No, you're being sexually harassed.
Right.
Groomed is before that. Yeah. Right. Oh, my God. You 70-year-old monster.
Female 27. Is it weird to use toys, in quotes, that have been used by someone else?
Oh, we know how you feel about it.
I don't keep the same toys.
Well, I don't get it. Like, is she buying secondhand toys? Let's read on.
I've been dating my boyfriend. He's male, 40. She's 27. For a few months now. We are both a bit adventurous sexually and have slowly been incorporating new toys into our nighttime routine. He is very giving in the bedroom and loves to make sure I'm fully satisfied. I love this about him, and I'm not surprised at the thought of him being this way with his previous partners. Over time, it seems like he's built a bit of collection of toys. While I'm not opposed to trying things like that, the thought of him using them while being intimate with another girl is making me feel a bit icky, shameful, and kind of not special. I know he keeps them clean because I've let him use one on me, and he thoroughly cleans it every time. So he's dating other people?
No, he has dated other people and probably used these toys on them, just like he used his dick on them if he has one. You kind of have to use what you got. These things are so expensive. So I'm already leaning one way.
Part of me feels I'm overreacting. I don't think so. And maybe it's actually kind of nice that he wants to please his partners. See, what's that mean? Actually kind of nice that he wants to please his partners. I can't expect him to buy all new toys every time he dates a new girl, can I? I can't tell.
They're open. It sounds like it.
What the fuck? Yeah, you can have your own toy. You're debating about it.
I am, because
look at you.
Because some toys are an extension of a person, and some toys, like, okay, does the whip, is it only the inserting toys that are labeled by name?
It sounds like it's everything.
Because
and we're thinking dildos, obviously.
I don't know. Birdie says butt plugs aren't communal. Okay.
No.
I don't.
How about pussy plugs?
No. I don't know. I would hate to buy all new toys. I think if you wash them, you wash them.
But the toys are for you, for the record, right? Is that different?
I think toys are for everybody. If the handcuffs are on me.
If Xerxes had toys from an ex-girlfriend, that would be fine. I don't believe it.
I think you have to believe it.
Oh, he said that? So there is.
No. But I'm thinking like, okay, how do you feel? Is it because it goes inside of you?
That is a thing. That is probably the thing we're thinking. Is it because it goes inside you?
But you clean. What if? Okay.
What?
What if the person has like
a fork?
I didn't know poly people have like names on toys. So like I only use this with Susie. I only use this with John. Maybe we need to like talk to those guys.
So it says here, over time, it seems he's built a bit of a collection. Well, I'm not opposed to trying things like that. The thought of him using them while being intimate with another girl is making me... So it sounds like it's in the past. It sounds like he just keeps them, that it's not necessarily open.
So if it's in the past, is it okay?
No.
Okay. He has to start over.
I've had women want whole new beds.
Okay. All right. Well, they throw out their bed?
I just say I got a new bed and it's a new sheet, you know. Part of me feels I'm overreacting, and maybe it's actually kind of nice that he wants to please his partners. What the fuck? I can't. I think we have a poll. This is shocking.
I think this person needs to stop picturing this guy pleasing other people if it doesn't please them. If it turns you on, yes, keep thinking about him with other people. But if it doesn't turn you on, in fact, it's turning you off, stop thinking about that. Why do you have to think about him with other people? Stop it. You control what's in your mind.
No, honey, I washed it. I mean, the remote control was touched by another woman. Is that okay? I wouldn't even think to offer it, like to get to know my girlfriend. I wouldn't even think to go, so you're cool with old toys, right? You're not a weirdo. I wouldn't even think. The answer is no. Then somehow you have to be the one, and it would never happen. You'd have to be the one. The woman would have to go like, are these all brand new? Are these all toys brand new? That must get expensive. How would it even come up?
It comes up because you're using toys.
Yeah, it comes up because you're using old fucking toys like a weirdo. That's the only way it would come up. Nobody would roll their eyes and go, another prepackaged toy for my pussy?
No, but it usually when you break out a toy, it usually comes with a conversation. Are you interested in adding this toy? People get very sensitive, obviously, about toys. Like some people don't want you to even bring a toy, whether you used it before or not, because it means that they're not enough in one way or another. So already you're offending people. So yeah, you're having a conversation every time you are starting to use a toy with a partner.
Mimi Cherry is saying it's not like the guy has a new dick for each girl.
That's how I feel. And a lot of people use condoms on their products.
The same condom?
So that they don't have to throw out their toy when they have a new partner.
This is wild to me.
You should see some people's collections, though.
They're nice.
It's extensive and expensive. And they are this, I don't know. What if you got a $500 dildo and it's fantastic? It's exactly what you want and need.
Well, it's exactly what you want and need for yourself.
And maybe my partner.
Who better like it because it's $500 fucking.
No, but like maybe the next partner will like it. So what?
This is very, very interesting. It's very, very interesting.
I understand.
By the way, everybody's saying about sharing dildos because they're so advanced in life.
I don't think everybody's comfortable with it. No, I don't think so. And I don't
not
think
everybody,
right
but
now in the chat, people are taking both of our sides. This is
that's what I'm saying. So
yeah.
50, but I guarantee 50% of people listening right now won't even share their lover's toothbrush.
Right.
So what the fuck?
Right. I mean, Newsy was talking about this on Q&A in our VIP package. He was saying that, and he's told us about going to complete stranger's house without a word, just getting under his butt and started eating it. And he won't share food because he doesn't like your mouth on his sandwich. And then he's thinking of the leftover saliva when people, take a bite, and he thinks that's gross. I'm the opposite. I will not eat your asshole, but I will share a sandwich with you.
Between every single woman, I've had my asshole bleached. True story. I come fresh.
Okay, they're having their shit bleached then, I guess.
It's very interesting.
Toys can be really clean. Just like your body parts can. There's stuff to clean them with. They're also made of really good material because they know you're using it in your holes, and they know that those holes are very, very sensitive.
Don't you have to have a kink and be like into like, that was used on another woman?
No, you don't think about it just like you don't think his dick was used on another woman. His dick has been used by other women. You're going to have to use that shit.
But that's disgusting, but we can't do nothing about that.
Stop thinking about it. You're an adult. If it doesn't turn you on, stop. Think about something else. Think about something that does turn you on. Or go by yourself and get over it and then date people. Because unless you're going to date virgins all your life, which is fucking weird, things have been used.
Mimi Cherry, also not all toys go inside. Not the way I do it.
Ryan V, a lot of toys are dishwasher safe. That's true.
Oh, no, I need a dishwasher.
Some can be sterilized, others can't, says Curtis. Yes, I mean, this is why you buy the expensive. I know I spend more money if I can clean the toy really well and really easily. There are some where you could just use the soap and the water, and it covers the whole thing, and you're clean.
I'd get, maybe if it was Teflon, then I could understand. But
I'd say go to a store where you could buy these things. Ask the people behind the counter about it. They love talking about it. They always hire the best people.
What am I going to ask? Hey, do you recommend I use this with one girl and we break up? I use it with another girl?
Honestly, yes. You could be as honest as you want with them usually, because
they're going to say, yeah, it's fine.
No,
what are they going to say?
Well,
no?
You could say, my partner, just go with it like it's you. My partner feels uncomfortable because I have used these toys on other people. And they'll tell you how it's disease free. I don't understand what is. I mean, I understand what's uncomfortable about it. I understand it, but in terms of like what you're gonna get from it.
Bad Beef is asking, would you share a fleshlight? No, of course not. But it was cleaned. Ugh. Look. And women saying, I spend a pretty penny on toys. I take care of them. It sounds like it's the toy for you. Is it the butt plug for the dude that you had before from a different dude? I don't think so.
But you take care of all your toys. She's saying, like, you spend a lot of money. You take care of them. You take care of it like it's a thing you're going to use over
It's going in you, though, these toys.
Not always. And not always inside.
Mimi Cherry, am I right? Always? Mimi Cherry, have you had a toy that you stuck inside a guy and then kept that toy and stuck it inside another guy? We'll get to the bottom of it right now. Or maybe inside
yourself. Maybe inside yourself.
No, inside yourself is my point. Who gives a fuck if it's inside yourself?
All right. Okay.
Yay. All right. We'll get to the bottom of that. In the meantime, I do have exciting news for Chemda. Your favorite movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once, was a big winner at the SAG Awards, the Screen Actors Guild Awards. Let's cut back real quick to Mimi Cherry, who says no. No shit. All right. Now we're going to cut forward to the SAG Awards. Outstanding cast, Everything Everywhere All at Once won. Actress in a leading role, the woman won for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Actor in a supporting role, the dad won, the husband.
Isn't it interesting that, I mean, I never know people's names, but you still don't know their names, and they've won multiple awards, but they're still not a household name somehow? That's interesting.
Yeah. Actress in a supporting role, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee finally got mentioned. She's like, I'll do your little movie.
Chemda saw a movie that she's excited to talk to everybody about. I hope you saw it because it might contain spoilers. Chemda, what did you recently see that you're all jazzed up for?
Whiplash. And I didn't remember anything you said about it. I don't remember if you liked or hated it. I remember it was up for a lot of awards and possibly won a bunch. What a terrible, terrible movie. It was, I mean, when this was over, but at simultaneously the credits came up and both Xerxes and I said, "Fuck off!" We were gonna stop it in the middle, and we said, "There must be this thing won a war. We're not gonna just see him bleeding and get beat this whole time,
That's
right?"
what it's like being. I was in band, Chemda, okay?
Yes.
And that was only high school level. These kids, they're going for advanced. You do whatever it takes to play those cymbals and hit that drum. Whatever. If you come out of a car wreck bleeding, you find a way to run to that thing and skeeve out the entire audience.
I mean, granted, those were good highlights, but that's the whole thing. Now we got to watch him practice in real time, bleed in real time, get smacked by his teacher in real time. The teacher threw a chair at him where if he didn't duck, and I don't think I have these kinds of reflexes, but I guess he's a drummer. I mean, he hardly looks up. So I don't know how he saw this, I don't know how he saw like the end of the note, let alone a chair flying at him, but his reflexes are amazing. So he didn't die that day. And this teacher wants all the credits. The most evil teacher. No, wait. There was Sandusky. Okay, there was. All right. one of the most evil in terms of the brain. I mean, he also hit him, so there was physical shit. But in terms of like psychosis, every day, all day. And what's weird is the kid responds positively to it. And then we're all supposed to go, well, if that's how you get a genius to do, you got to push people to the bootstraps and such, make music good again. No one's enjoying themselves. Then you see another new person. He's like, like a real dog, like, I'm here. And everyone's like, don't be excited. Don't look up. And we're like, Mozart. Thank God we can hear jazz music now. And the only way to get us to hear the best, most on time, most rhythmically, beautifully, melodically played music is to beat up on children. Good job, everybody. And then that's it. That's the end of the movie. He went on one date that I didn't care about, and apparently he didn't either. The only woman that will ever like him because he's so prickly and one-noted. The whole fucking movie was one-noted. But yes, we learned a lot about musicians and artists in general. Thank you very much.
I told him that, like, I didn't remember he had to dump a date to do his music. And she goes, you don't remember? This is 2014. No, I don't remember.
2014 is like 5 minutes ago, but I get it. Things are moving fast. And I don't know. I'm trying to catch up on all these movies, but you guys make a lot. When you first said that I saw a movie and it's Bad Beef goes Titanic.
Right.
FYI, I saw that one too.
Not a fan, huh?
No, it was beautiful. The costumes.
Oh, you're sick. All those people dying. Disgusting.
Yep, that was beautiful.
Yeah. Whiplash won Best Sound Mixing, Best Film Editing, Best Supporting Actor, J.K. Simmons, the teacher, nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah, he could play a Nazi to a child abuser. Very good, everybody. No, everyone was a great actor. I was wondering, like, I think the drummer guy needs to get a lot of awards, if anybody does, because you have to drum that well and act. And you know what? I think he really got smacked by that actor because I think that's the only way to act like you hit someone on stage.
Yeah, I agree.
You actually have to hit them.
I agree. And I bet you J.K. Simmons, he probably didn't even tell him. I could see him doing that. Being like, you'll thank me in interviews. That's the fucking thing. But yes, almost 10 years is 5 minutes in Chemda time.
Thank you.
That is correct. Right. So I think we got our poll. I think we got everything set, right?
I think so.
Let's see what we learned here today. Chemda thinks that all dogs are dogs, and it's just what they are. And you see a pit bull, hey, what are you gonna do? Could be a poodle, could be a pit bull. Happened to be a pit bull that day, and every day. We got this funny man who is shooting people on the street. He's finally getting attention. None of his stand-up did. They didn't find him yet, for the record.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Where's he gonna go though?
He's got to perform somewhere. It's a need for these comics. They can't help themselves. You've heard that 3 days in hiding, he's going to be like, I'm rusty.
You're going to find him on a podcast.
Right. The creator of Dilbert, Scott Adams. I don't like them. I'm not sure I can tell you why. Sounds racist to me. Who knows?
Good enough. Next, cancel.
My dad is bringing other families together. You did it, Dad.
Oh, boy,
congrats.
Yeah.
keepingthegirl.com/dad. What do you do if you think your neighbors poisoned you and your wife? Is that a problem of concern? Yeah, if they walked in your house earlier without the advance notice.
If they seem like their boundaries have already been pushed, if your boundaries have been pushed, this cookie's boundaries might been pushed also. By the way, Keith got that stuff again from Reddit, from /advice. Go to our Keith and the Girl Reddit, and I'm following some good Reddits. I'm following one that's called Kids Are Idiots, and it's so hilarious. I mean, it's so funny, but I do want to follow more stuff. So if you can connect the Reddit things that you follow to our Keith and the Girl Reddit, and then our communities will join, and I also will have more things to follow. So put the recommendations on the Keith and the Girl Reddit.
A wife and I decided to divorce, but she's laughing over the phone. What do? And I say, you play that game too, but laugh louder. Maybe it brings you together. Who knows? I mean, apparently this divorce was a surprise to you, and it was only 6 days ago. You guys can still work it out. You know? Come on. An 18-year-old boy doesn't like that a random group of 13-year-old girls keeps making fun of him.
Oh, boy.
What should he do? Trip them. Let's see here. And is it weird to use toys that have been used by someone else? This is shocking to me. We have our poll.
Look at this. Curtis is saying r/used sex toys.
No, that's a Reddit. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for listening. Like I said, thanks for sharing the show. That's the key. And thanks for clicking any button in front of you on whatever platform you're listening to. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.